guys, Doitonadime here. So in the spirit of spring cleaning, I'm going to give you some tips to get your digital life organized.
Organize your computer. This is mine.
So we're going to be focusing on computer files and phone, your digital photos, and your email. The first thing I would recommend is having some sort of external hard drive. You can also use Dropbox or the iCloud to quarterly or semi-annually back up your files. This is a terabyte. It just plugs into your computer. I'll put a link down below where I got this. You can also sync these so every time you plug it in, any new files are going to be updated to it. To help the spring cleaning process on your computer, make sure all your software is up to date. Go through and uninstall files that you haven't been using. Empty your trash, empty your downloads folder, and then on your web browser, go through and delete all of your cookies, all of your cache and history, and any bookmarks that you're no longer using. My next tip is to keep your desktop clear. Just like your actual desk that you work on, you don't want it to be cluttered with a bunch of things so you can't focus. You want to do the same on your computer. So what I like to do is have my working files on my desktop during the week, and then at the end of the week, I go through and archive them. For computer files, set up something that works for you. If it's a folder that you're going to be continually accessing, don't organize it by date. It's going to get really confusing. Some types of folders you might want to consider are a medical folder, a home folder, a work folder or resume type folder, a tax document folder, and with each folder, create a more specific subfolder to further organize. If you haven't been doing it this way, it might take a few hours to set up, but it will be worth it. I find it so helpful to limit the subfolders to no more than 30 items. If it exceeds that number, you probably need to create an additional subfolder or perhaps an additional main folder to help keep yourself organized. If it's a one-time access, then it could be wise to organize those things by date. For example, tax documents. Keeping your phone organized means streamlining how you use it. I only have 2 pages on my phone. I like to have only the apps I use and organize less used apps into subgroups. I turn off most notifications on apps because I don't need one more thing vying for my attention. So we have our photos organized by year, and then within that by month, and within each month by the type of event. Now my computer automatically does this for me because I have a Mac, but you could very easily create those folders in a picture document on your computer. I also know, especially with kids, it can be so overwhelming the number of photos you have that look almost exactly the same. I find it would be way too hard for me to go through and delete each one of those, although I know for some people that minimalistic approach might work. For us it doesn't. What I like to do is go through on my phone, since it's synced with my computer, and favorite all of the photos that I just love. That way at the end of the year, I have a synced album of just my favorite photos. I can download just those favorites onto a website that produces photo books, and I can in a couple of hours create a book for our family that captures the highlights of that year, and I didn't have to spend a lot of time doing it. I think spring cleaning your email is so important, and I am totally one of those people whose inbox, especially for my YouTube stuff, gets totally out of control because I literally have thousands of messages. So at least a couple times a year, I like to go through and set my inbox to 0. I also have folders in my email for different subgroups, so as I see important documents, I can drag those out of my inbox and into those folders to keep me on top of the organization. I also go through and I delete my spam, my trash, and my drafts. It's also helpful to go through and unsubscribe to things that you're no longer reading. Get the clutter out of your life. You're gonna feel so much better. I recently did that and I can't believe what a difference that it made. Please leave me a comment down below because this list of ways to get organized digitally is by no means all-inclusive, and I would love to hear what you guys do to stay organized. I hope that this video motivated you, and I will catch you guys in the next one. God bless you and your family. Bye!
Fifth.